Oh my god, I feel so weird doing this. It's been over a year since I've recorded myself and put it on the internet, which is honestly the craziest thing ever. Sorry, I'm sitting in front of a window now and it's like I'm distracted. I'm like a squirrel. I also just look like a giant puffball. I should have planned this out better, but it's kind of a whim, I guess you could say. Yeah. Um, my name's Maddie, for those of you who don't know me, which is pretty much everybody because I have like 10 followers, which is completely fine. Like, I gave it up for a year. I understand. Um, but I'm back and I hope to be back for a while. And I want to kind of just like talk about where I've been and what we're doing moving forward, what's going on in my life, which is kind of like a lot. So, yeah, it'll be, an interesting little segue into kind of a new era of my channel, you could say. Sorry, I'm literally the most annoying human being in the world. I can't handle it. Okay. So, yeah, let's, talk about it, figure out, where I've been and what's going on with me. So I'm recording on my computer, which like I've never done before because I can't find my camera right now. I don't know where it is. Part of the whole, what we're gonna talk about right now. But it's so weird and it's like on photo booth, so it like counts down. It's like beep, 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 and it's like really obnoxious. It doesn't need to do that. Note to Apple, don't do that. Um anyway, sorry I look a hot mess. I got my big puffy Sherpa jacket on, which I'm obsessed with. This is like the best thing in the world. My hair's in the nastiest ponytail ever and I have no makeup on because I kind of just thought about it this morning. I've been thinking about it for a while. Like, I should probably like start my YouTube channel back up again. Like, I think it'd be really fun. I have a lot more I want to do with it. I have like a completely different direction I want to take it in. And like, let's do it. And I don't know, I got nervous and it's like a weird area of my life right now. I didn't know if I had the time. Well, like, I have the time, but I didn't know if like I wanted to put the time into it because it's a big step. And I kind of just like bit the bullet and I'm like, let's do it now. So that is why I look like this. It is real, it is raw. That's kind of what we're going for now. So that is where we're at. Sorry, my face just itched on both sides. It was really annoying. I wasn't trying to like flex my nails or anything. Um, so yeah, let's like get into it and I'll tell you where I've been and what's been going on. So basically last year, I was in a really bad place in my life. I had been in a car accident. I had really bad PTSD, anxiety, panic attacks, depression, everything, all of that from this car accident that I was in, which I could totally talk about my journey with that because it was a journey. Like, that is easily the only word I can think of that can encompass what it was that I went through with that whole ordeal. It was an ordeal. So yeah, no, totally would love to do a video on that because, mental health is really important and it's something that I have struggled with and I have, overcame. So I decided, hey, let's totally let's do YouTube. I've always wanted to do it. I have a love for makeup. I have a love for beauty. That's what I literally love to do. So I started it in March or like May, one of the M months of 2018, I want to say it was, which at the time I was actually on a medical leave from school, from college because of my whole mental health thing. So I had the time and I mean, I was still working, but it was like a part-time job. So I was like, let's do it. Let's try it out. Let's see what's going on. And let me tell you, it's a lot of work. I never in my life thought that YouTube was that much work. And I suck at video editing. So welcome to my channel. I am the worst at video editing. So yeah, that was, me. That was what was going on. But I also kind of felt that just doing makeup all the time and like not talking about who I am or what I am, what's going on in my life, it was not the authentic me, and I thought maybe maybe I'm a little bit more interesting than that, just like a little bit. So, I got busy, I let it go, and then I went back to school, so like I got even busier, and it was like, how am I gonna, do a YouTube channel and take all my classes and work and like still try to be somewhat, social. I had a boyfriend at the time. How was I going to handle that? It wasn't working out for me, which was totally fine. I completely, it wasn't the right mindset for it, which is totally fine by me because now I feel like I'm in the right mindset for it and I'm ready and I'm guns blazing to get this on the road. So, yeah, so I went back to school in the fall. It was my senior year of college. Couldn't wait to be done with it. It felt like it never ended. Um, and then all of a sudden it like came and I was like graduating and I was like, wait a minute, wait, what? So yeah, so that's a huge thing that happened. I graduated college, which is crazy to me because it's like, now what? What I did? I've been in college for 4 years. I was in high school and like school every day. Like it's literally the first year I'm not in school and it's the strangest feeling in the world. Besides the point. So yeah, that happened. Love that. But before that happened, I did get engaged on in October. It was on Halloween. Literally, it was on Halloween. Of 2018, right? Yeah. I was like, wait, it's not even Halloween of 2019 yet. So I got engaged in 2018, and so that's a huge thing I'm doing now is trying to plan my wedding. That's a whole nother saga. I've had such drama with this wedding planning so far. It irritates me. Um, so yeah, well, we'll talk about that. And so yeah, so graduation, planning a wedding, and because I got engaged, I actually ended up moving in with my fiance, and I hate his house. I'm like totally okay with saying it because I tell him it every single day. That's literally why the background of this video is completely a mess because I hate this house and I've been begging him to move, but like it's not gonna happen. We can't do it. We can't swing it. I totally get it. It's fine. So now I'm just trying to like make this house my own, which is gonna be a huge portion of this channel is like kind of, unpacking and making this a house I want to live in, a house I love, not something that I hate, which it is right now. I actually like recently, like just in like the last week or so, like totally vamped up the kitchen, which was a huge point of content. It was a big problem basically in our house, in our relationship. It was always a fight. It was like, well, why do we never cook in the kitchen? Well, because we have two countertops. Like, I can't cook in a kitchen with two countertops. I'm Italian. My mom cooked my whole life. I love to cook, but I need space for it. And it was like one thing after another about like fighting about this kitchen. And like, it's just a whole thing. It's just this house. So I've kind of, segued the kitchen into like something I'm like pretty proud of. It still has a ways to go. But we're getting into it. It's fine. And it's a lot better than it was last week. So that's great. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like here I am. I'm in a completely different setting. Before I was videotaping literally in my basement of my mom's house because that's where my room was. So I was in a dingy basement. It was dark. That's why my lighting sucked. I don't know if this is going to be any better, but I'm in front of a window now, so maybe it'll be better. And yeah, so I am going to kind of give you a little bit of a tour kind of situation because if I don't, it won't make any sense. But in the upstairs of our house, we have like our bedroom and then there's like an extra bedroom where we used to keep the dog's crate. It's still in there, but we don't crate her anymore. So that room right now is a dumping ground. Like it's so, I will insert a clip here about how absolutely awful that room looks right now. So that's another bedroom, but then there is like this really tiny bedroom that like no one really knows. Like I don't think you could fit a bed in here. That's what this room is. Like I don't think you could fit a bed in here. Like it's really tiny. When I first showed my grandma, she was like, "Oh, it's the crib room. That's where you would put a crib." And I'm like, "Oh, great, Gram, thanks." But literally there's like no space in it. I don't know what the builders were thinking when they actually built this house cuz like you really can't fit a lot in here. Maybe like an office, maybe. So this has kind of become like my little domain. I have my two desks set up. One's for like my work stuff, one's for my makeup. All my clothes are in here. It's basically my room. Like I just keep calling it my room. It's a mess. I didn't clean up on purpose because that's what this channel is going to be heavily focused on. So yeah, so we're working on that right now. And so when I went back to school last year, I had started living with my fiance. I hadn't officially moved in or anything, but I really wasn't staying at home. I had like an apartment on campus and then I would stay here. So my mom just took it upon herself to pack up all of my belongings and then send me a text and was like, come get your shit. So that was that. I had to go get it. So I have all that stuff that I still have not unpacked. Mind you, it's been maybe probably longer than 6 months since like I've gotten that text message and we've gotten everything here. Still haven't unpacked anything. I think I have 2 totes sitting next to me, and those are the only 2 that are unpacked, and one of them is not even fully unpacked. Majority of my clothes are unpacked, but then I found like 3 more totes of clothes that I didn't even know I had, so we'll figure that out. And then on top of it, I had, like I mentioned, I had an apartment up at school, so I had all of that up there on top of everything. So I have the boxes from my mom's house and the boxes from my apartment all here that now need to be unpacked. Welcome to my hell. So, really, computer? Really? Sorry, I was reading an email. That was so awful. I don't know why I just got so sidetracked. So yeah, so basically, I need to put this house together. I need to make it feel like a home. I need to be happy in it. I need to make this room great because right now it's a little sad. I will insert a clip so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I've unpacked some of it. I've built shelves and I've put some clothes in. But other than that, like, I need to go through all my clothes. I need to figure out what is going on in this room, if I want to keep it the way that it is organized, if I want to change it up, if I want to get shelving units to put on the walls. I need wall art. I need all kinds of stuff. And basically, you know, my new path on this channel is more, instead of just focusing directly on beauty, directly on makeup, directly on skincare, all of that stuff, I want to focus more on like my life in general, a little bit of lifestyle stuff. Like, I'm going to show you guys me redoing this house. I'm going to show you guys, you know, planning my wedding. We're gonna talk more. Like I said, I would love to do a video on like my mental health journey and everything like that because I think that that's very helpful. I could talk about my college experience, being in a sorority, like things like that. Like, I have stuff I'd love to talk to you guys about. And I also have a wonderful fiance. I literally told him that I was going to start doing my YouTube again. And he's like, well, what are you going to put on it? And I was like, planning for our wedding, redoing our house, like all that stuff. And he was like, so does that mean I have to be in them? And I was like, only if you want to be? Like, I don't know. So that might be something that's happening. I don't really know. But basically, I'm at a really weird point in my life where I graduated college, I got a full-time job, and 3 months later I quit. And now I'm just in this weird limbo of not really being employed, but still doing things to bring income in. I have funny stories about everything and anything. I actually just recently started driving for Lyft, so that's a fun time. Those are great stories. I'd love to tell them to you. I'd love to share that experience with you. I'm still doing it. I still love it. It's a great time. But that's also really fun to talk to you guys about. My mom and I have an Etsy store because we love to crochet and maybe possibly knit. It's gonna like might happen. But that's what we do. So I am in charge of running the Etsy store. It took me 5 hours to upload everything to my mother's Etsy store one time, and then she had the audacity to tell me that, well, this picture doesn't look right. And I was like, Mom, tell me one more picture doesn't look right, and I'm gonna delete everything I listed on there, and you can do it yourself. So yeah, so I've been doing a lot, but it's also just a really weird time in my life because I'm unemployed, which I've never been unemployed in my life. I got a job when I turned 15, and I've been working every day since. So it's really weird to not have a job now, and I don't think I've ever been happier than I am right now. So basically, this is a new turning point in my life. It's a turning point in this channel, and we're going to rebrand it all and make it more of a lifestyle journey, make it more fun, make it more me. And we'll still include some beauty stuff, some makeup stuff, as always. Maybe I'll even show you guys some crochet stuff, which is so cheesy. I feel like an old lady every time I say it, but I absolutely love it. It's so relaxing. It's so amazing. I love what I do. But yeah, so I think you guys are going to be seeing a little bit more of me and a different me, basically, because I'm so much happier, and I would love to share it with you. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video of me kind of like sharing where I've been, what we're planning now, and just, you know, I'm ready for this new chapter, and I hope you guys are too. So please come along on this journey with me. That was the weirdest voice I've ever used in my life. But it was so good talking to you guys again. So weird videotaping myself again, but I am excited for what the future holds. So see you guys next time.